Hello everyone. So I haven't done a video in a little while, as you've probably noticed, but that's because I was planning on doing a Q&A, and so here we have it, my first Q&A. I asked my people that follow me on Twitter, and there's this thing called qooh.me, and I asked those people as well to send me questions, so let's get this rolling, shall we? The first question, which I got from Twitter, is you have $1 million to spend in a day. What's the first 3 things that you'd buy? Well, I think if I had $1 million to spend in a day, I would say over half of that money would go to charity. And I'd also probably buy a bunch of plane tickets, like visit all the places that I want to visit. And of course, they could have like different expiration dates because there's no limitation of, oh, you have to use the plane tickets this day. There wasn't that limitation, it was just you to buy stuff. And I think I would also pay off any future student loans that I'm gonna have, so I'll have that saved. My next question, which I also got from Twitter, is if you had to choose between Troye Sivan and Brad Simpson from the Vamps, who would you choose and why? Now, when I read this question, I pretty much freaked out. It's like, how do you choose between 2 of your favorite idols in the world? Like, these are my pretty much favorite people, and how do you choose between them? Well, I'll tell you how I see it. Brad Simpson from the Vamps, he has helped me in a lot of ways because of some depression that I've been dealing with. And he sings on the song Shout About It, which, I mean, that was the song that played before I tried to harm myself back in April of 2015 that stopped me from doing that. And then you have Troye Sivan, who, well, basically is a big fighter for LGBT rights, and he basically has helped me out with a lot of things that way, with like discovering who I am. So basically how I view it is you're basically asking me to choose between an idol that's helped me with my sexuality and an idol that's helped me out with my life, like suicide and stuff. So coming from that perspective, I don't think I can pick between them. I'm sorry. Because you said I have to choose, but I just can't do it. Because how I view it is when I'm more depressed, I lean on Brad more towards stuff, and I will tweet more about him, and I will see what's up with the Vamps all the time. And when I'm struggling with stuff on the other way, then I'll turn to Troy more. So it's not just something that I think I can actually choose. Okay, my next question that I got was if you could be any animal, what would you be and why? I think I would be a cat just for the fact that they're really cute. They don't really seem to cause too much problems, and they can be lazy because they don't have to go to work or do a job or any of that sort of thing, which, you know, being lazy is the ultimate life, of course. All right, so the next question was for me, how is college life? Like, what advice can I give to an upcoming freshman? Well, there was a video, like, way down on my channel, back one of my first videos during my first semester where I gave a bunch of tips. But I haven't exactly done a video for what's happened throughout the rest of the year, so now I can give you some tips based on the second half, I suppose. So my first tip of advice, I guess, to upcoming freshmen would be to not stay in your dorm all day long, because if you do that, you're not going to make any friends, and that's kind of an issue I had. I did not make any friends at college, so I kind of stuck to myself and was a loner all the time. And yeah, that's just never really fun. Another advice tip I would give is don't procrastinate. I know I said some of these before, but yeah, don't procrastinate on what you're working on, like your work, because if you procrastinate, then all these things add up and it gets worse than high school. Also, make sure that you have an alarm and you set it for when you need to be certain places so that you're not late for exams or anything like that. Because unlike high school, your teachers don't care. If you just don't show up, you just won't get the grades, and you might got makeup in high school, but that's not how it works in college, I'm afraid. My next question was if you could see anyone live for the rest of your life, who would it be? Well, I'm assuming she means a concert, and meaning if I could only see one person live, like over and over and over again. Based on the concerts that I've been to, I would probably want to see the Vamps live every time for the rest of my life. Because they give a high energy show and they are really, really fun to be at. And yeah, I think that actually kind of brings me into the next question, which what has been your favorite concert experience and why? Well, to be honest with you, my favorite concert experience was the Vamps. Even though I've been to a Troye Sivan concert and I've been to a Hunter Hayes concert, the Vamps have to win for me. Because when I was at the Vamps concert, I was with friends. Lots of friends, like 3 friends. And it seems to have, like, you have a lot more fun with friends jamming out with you and jumping up and down with you than people you don't know that well. I mean, I don't know, it's just hard to explain, but there's something about having a bunch of people around you that are having fun as well that make everything fun. And don't get me wrong, people were having fun at those other concerts too, but there was something about them actually being my friends that I've known for a long time that made it way more fun. Don't get me wrong, I had friends at the other concerts too. Like at Troy's, it was online friends, and at Hunter Hayes's, it was my best friend basically. But even so, it was less friends, and there wasn't as big of an aroma around. Alright, my next question is who's your celebrity crush? Well, I have a lot, but I would say my main celebrity crushes are obviously Brad Simpson and Troye Sivan. I also have a celeb crush on Zac Efron and Connor McDonough from Before You Exit. The next question I got was, what is my favorite color and why? My favorite color is purple. Why? Because I like it. I don't know how else you would answer that. My next question is, what is your favorite pentatonic song, whether it be a cover or an original? It's easier to say what my favorite original is and what my favorite cover is, because I can't really pick both. I would have to say my favorite cover is probably their La 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 cover. Like, it was a mashup with
Let's.
and I like their original called Misbehavin'. That's my favorite of that. My next question is, what is the most embarrassing thing you had to tell your parents? Whew, embarrassing. That's actually really hard. I think the most embarrassing thing that I've ever had to tell my parents was probably when I was in 3rd grade, when I fell off the monkey bars all the way down and hit my back. Not only did it hurt, but yes, it was hugely embarrassing as well. My next question is, what is your favorite thing to do in your free time? My favorite thing to do in my free time is definitely reading and writing, like creative writing and stuff. My final question of my Q&A from my lovely people that have asked me is if you could have any dog that's not super common, like a Labrador or a Golden Retriever, what kind of dog would it be? Oof. Well, due to the fact that I'm actually hugely scared of dogs, literally any small dog would be okay for me. So I probably wouldn't go with a Lab or a Golden Retriever anyway. I would just say any dog that's little, and that's not gonna bite me. Anyway, so a big thank you to everyone that sent in questions to me for this Q&A. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, give that a big thumbs up, and why not subscribe? And let me know if you want me to see a Q&A in the future. Bye!